Welcome everybody to TechExpress. In today's tutorial, let's talk about how we can use Later for an effective social media management. So let's just get started right into the actual tutorial. The very first thing I want to do is to have an actual account into Later. I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description if you haven't checked out the actual Later application. Really great app. So once you click in there and hit into sign it up and you imported your email as a passcode, then you're going to be ready to get started with Later. So what I do love to use or to do into Later in order to have a really effective walkthrough of all my social media management is to choose an actual template. So the very first thing is going to be asking you to which base describes your role. Let's say that I wanted to focus into social media manager. I hit into next and you wanted to import how many people are working in here. Let's focus into just me for this particular tutorial and hit into just me once again. If you have more than just 2 people from your team, you can just add it later. But here I wanted to just focus into, I'm just trying to Later out, hit into done. And check it out here. We do have the starter plan, we have the growth plan, and the advanced plan. So later on, you can just focus into the starter plan because the starter plan has everything you can just focus in. And actually, it comes with a really low price. So I'm going to go into the X mark, and then later on you can connect directly your actual social profiles in here so you can get started with your social media management. So you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, and even Pinterest. So in order to just get started with these actual elements, just hit into account that you wanted to add. If I have a client that works into the music management, here after I add my own account from this particular client, it's going to be asking me what category best represents this account into entertainment and medium. Focus into music and let's go for create content. Now, what is the goal of this content? To attract customers, to share things with friends and family, to build an audience or fan base, or to promote an organization or cause? Let's go for build an audience or fan base. Now, what is the content mainly for? Let's go for people with shared interested or values. With all the elements, that is going to be helping us here. If I scroll down, I'm going to hit into get top hashtags. And these are the hashtags that can be helping me to drive through the social management of this specific account. So you just want to copy and paste this one, and then later on you can just use this for your social media management. You can do this later. In my case, I'm just going to try to copy and paste this later, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with my Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and even your Pinterest account. So if you go into your analytics, here you can see everything about your account of Instagram, your Facebook, and your TikTok. You can see about your audience. You can see more about your post performance, the real performance, story performance, hashtag analytics. And of course, you can change those depending on what is the actual brand section. The calendar is going to be helping me to manage all the socials into just one place. If I go into calendar, hit into create my post, I can import my own gallery and I can choose one picture, and then later on I can add a few alt text, labels, notes, whatever you want to just by hitting them and hitting to create your post. So this one should be, let's say, asking you where do you want it to publish your content. Do you add your photo? Let's say for example this one, just drag and drop. Hitting to save your changes. You can see the post type, the post captions. You can save this as a draft, and it's going to be a period in here. You can just drag and drop when you wanted to publish it. Let's say for example tomorrow at 10 p.m. for example here. And there we go. Now if you wanted to find the best time for your post, it is always going to be period in here, the best time to post. You click that and automatically it's going to be showing you the best ways you can post into your Instagram account. Of course, we need to have an upgrade into our calendars, and we actually need it to apply for a starter plan that actually comes with that. And now for your clients, for the very first time, we do have the creator and brand collaborator. We can import your profiles into our database of Later so they can be hired by a company, by a brand, or somebody who wanted to collab with your client or with yourselves. So if you hit into join the database, you can import all your information in order to get started, and just hit into continue, and there you go. So you can find campaigns in here, you can manage your own campaigns here, you can add your mail link here, you can create your link into the bio, which is going to be helping you to add this into Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. You can see your own analytics and a schedule whatever post you want to do into all your social medias that you add into the upper side. If you ask me, I think like the best one that you can try is the growth one, because this one is going to be having almost all the actual growth feature plans for all your social medias. And if you're actually doing this as for a living, you wanted to try the growth plan for the next 14 days with a link down below. So with that being said, you're now ready to get started into later. You now can use the 14-day trial version and check it out if it's actually working for you. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you can do the best in your social medias using the later application, and hopefully I can see you next time.